What's up? It's Aki from the Benchwarmers, and this is our NFL prediction series, where we take a few games each week and analyze them before the actual game. Before we get to this Week 4 matchup between the Rams and the Cardinals, please like and subscribe. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, and we would greatly appreciate the support. With that said, let's get to it. So this is an undefeated clash of two divisional rivals. The Rams and Cardinals are both 3-0, so anything can really happen. But let's get to the details. First, on one side, you have the Rams. The Rams are 3-0. They're looking like the best team in the league after beating three 2020 playoff teams in the Bears, the Colts, and even dethroning the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the offense is averaging 32 points per game, one of the highest marks in the entire league. Matthew Stafford, the quarterback who they traded for in the offseason, is doing extremely well. He has 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception. He has the second best QBR in the entire league and is transitioning amazingly post-trade. Also on offense, Cooper Kupp is looking like the best wide receiver in the entire league. Who knows if he can keep this up? But currently, he leads the league in receptions, yards, and receiving touchdowns, which is an amazing trifecta that Cooper Kupp is doing. Also on the defensive side, which the Rams are most famous for, they do have Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and even with their tough schedule, they are the 7th best defense in the entire league in terms of defensive rating. On the other side, we have the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are also 3-0, which might surprise a few people. In their way, they beat the Titans, the Vikings, and the Jaguars. Now, Kyler Murray, their third-year quarterback, has looked a bit shaky at points, but he is still an MVP candidate right now with the 3rd most passing yards in the entire league and the 6th best QB rating of any starter in the entire league. So overall, he is doing extremely well also. He does have 4 interceptions on the year, which isn't optimum, but that's what you sort of get with a quarterback of his height and his play style. He is more of a running quarterback, and he has had some very dominant running plays this season so far. Additionally, their wide receiver 1, DeAndre Hopkins, is supposed to be one of the best receivers in the entire league. Has started off a bit slow this year. He only has around 180 yards, if I'm not wrong, through 3 games. However, he does look to pick it up over the next few games. He will be matched up most likely against Jalen Ramsey, who is one of the best cornerbacks in NFL history, let alone the current NFL. But we will see how that matchup goes. Now, on the defensive side, they are the 10th best defense in the league thus far. And Chandler Jones on their D-line has 5 sacks already. And another player, Marcus Golden, who is on the older side for a D lineman, has 2 sacks already. So the front 7 is pretty good. They have a lot of young players like Zaven Collins in the linebacking core, but the secondary can be a bit weak against big play teams like the Rams. So with that said, let's go into some of the narratives this week. First, will either team's run games even exist? I mean, the matchup is Darrell Henderson coming off an injury and Sony Michel versus James Conner and Chase Edmonds. None of these guys are going to go off for 150 yards or 2 touchdowns, especially considering that both teams have amazing defensive lines with players such as Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, and Aaron Donald being amazing at stopping the run. Second, will the Cardinals defense even show up? The front 7 is definitely very good, but especially when you're considering the young linebacking and secondary core with players such as Zaven Collins, you can't afford for them to make mistakes against one of the best offenses in the entire league. And finally, is the Rams offense the real deal? The name of the game is consistency. You won't always have 80-yard touchdown to Deshaun Jackson, and especially when you're facing a divisional rival who will be scheming particularly for these matchups, for Cooper Kupp, for this new Rams offense. Will they be able to be consistent in having a very good offense, or will Matt Stafford choke under the pressure? So here's my prediction. The game is in SoFi Stadium, so the Rams do have home field advantage. They have been looking really good and are coming off of a statement win versus the Buccaneers. So the crowd will be loud, and especially considering that the Rams have beaten the Cardinals the last 8 times they have faced them, I think that'll happen one more time. The Rams will probably be able to shut down DeAndre Hopkins with Jalen Ramsey and stop the run with players such as Aaron Donald. Additionally, I think that the Cardinals defense isn't ready for Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and the whole Rams offense, and they have not schemed enough for this. Even though anything can happen, I do believe that the Rams will be coming out with this one 31-21 for the victory, as they will move to first place in the NFC West and be looking very good moving forward to their next Week 5 matchup. With that said, that is my prediction. Please like the video and subscribe. You can comment if you did not agree with me, and even after the game. Was I right? Maybe you were right in your prediction. Whatever be the case, this is me, Aki, and I'm signing out. See ya.